in the midst of this, how do you then change to get into music? Because people have been wondering, like, okay, if you're focusing
So
on building
I
a
was
repertoire.
I was locked up. I was locked up.
Oh,
I was in a juvenile camp, and my I had t- I was in a juvenile camp with two babies on the way.
wow.
So we living a life of grown. Like we like really think we're grown as teenagers. Like seriously. Like I'm doing ev- everything that we saw the older guys do. We just wanted to duplicate that and be that, you know. And so at 17, man, I had I got two babies on the way, you know, and so my probation officer and my case handler, she knew to let me go and be there for the birth of my son. And it gave me D Shipp Jr.
He's more famous than you. That's an amazing story.
Right. And you know what? I think I planned it that way. I think that was always the plan. It was. Because I never really wanted the light like that. I always, I know what problems they bring when you're popular, just from being a child. I mean, everything that happened, they always came. I was one of the people that always came up. Maybe he did it, in that area. They would come to me about things that I didn't even know anything about. Like, but when your name's popping,
Yeah.
puts you on a list, puts you in the top five,
But
might have
you
been in the top three at one time.
but when he was born, they let you out. How did that change
So
you?
she gave me, I got a 12-hour furlough,
Oh,
under, losing time, right towards the end. But actually, she put her job on the line, Miss Shapiro. She put a job on the line. They told her, if you don't come back, you're out of here. And so she gave me all kind of threats, I got a 12-hour furlough, went home, and I was there for the birth of my son. And that was the first time I knew what love was. It was the first time. It was the first time it's the first time I felt any value for myself. Because it comes from being devalued, like
mm.
through abuse, adults say things to you and they don't know how it affects. But I felt worthless as a child. Like I even recall, like, it's just amazing. Like I was depressed in elementary school. I used to ditch and just listen at the bells ring and hide and then pretend I went to school when my parents came home because I was just having so many problems. Education, I came out of private school, so when my mother got pregnant with my one of my brothers, of course, that changed, due to driving out the city. She couldn't, like, facilitate us being in
Okay.
private school. And so I was late getting to public school. So the first day I got there, I had fights every day when I got there.
Oh,
It was a different atmosphere. I grew up in the neighborhood, but by going to private school, no one really knows you in the neighborhood because you didn't go there. So
yeah.
I got that third grade. There was all these bonds and all these things. My best friend, we talk even now, he's done 33 years in prison. From like the first person I fought back then. We're friends to this day, but he's done 33 years in prison.
Wow.
He's still in prison.
So
Hopefully
you
he's coming.
you come out to prison for the
Oh,
birth of
oh,
your son, and then do you go back after the 12 hours?
A 12-hour furlough. Yeah.
And then
And
what changes in your mind?
when I walked back in the dorm, all the guys was excited, like, because, for one, anybody's excited if you get a furlough.
Oh,
Like that's like there's no chances. And my crimes of violence, I really wasn't supposed to do that. But she just knew and felt her thing was, and I think I knew was she was reading my letters between me and my girl, and she kept feeling like I wasn't gonna be responsible. And so once I realized, because like I understand people better than people because of my parents being in ministry.
mm,
Everybody's been on the couch. You learn how to identify. When you're sitting in church as a musician, you can see who's hurting. You can see who's really spiritual. You can sense so many things. You can sense people in church who manipulate situations, who's there just, you learn these things as a child that almost I don't think most children knew. I got treated as an adult because of my talent. So keep in mind, I'm 10, 11 years old playing the organ like a grown man.
Wow.
So when me and my girlfriend walk in church, or she's in church, when we're kids, children, people move seats so that we could sit together. That's how I got treated in that environment because of the gifting. So when they say your gift will make room for you,
Wow.
it's a two-edged sword. It will, but there's also eyes on you all the time, and there's also always these high expectations. So between the demand of that, but and with the influence of my mother and my grandfather, I was like this guy carrying around this secret gift that nobody knew about. And one day at school, I played the piano. It's just like everybody knew, but that was just my thing. Music was just my outlet. That's like the world I lived in. I tell somebody now, I'm like, you look at all the technology that we have now. I used to hear something at church, and a 40-minute ride home, I'd have to remember that, and I'd run in the house and get straight on the organ and play what I heard. So I'm sitting in the car the whole time while they're talking. I've always been an introvert in my head because I'm trying to remember what I heard because I want to play it as soon as I get home.
Wow.
So the whole drive, that's all I'm doing is, playing. And I would stick it until I got it. And I had great mentors musically, that would give me opportunities to play in front of, large crowds of people.
But then how did you mix your music love of
Oh,
music?
so let me get to so yeah, so after my son was born and I got back to the camp, like I'm the guy, I'm a man. I'm 17 years old with a son, you know what I'm saying? And so I just told the guys like, man, I'm banging a different gang now, dog. That's it. Don't call me, don't miss me with all of that. Like I was pretty stern about it. Like don't even come at me with it at all. I don't want to hear nothing about it. I got a son to take care of. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody thinks my son's gonna be, a disaster. He's not. He's not gonna go through any of the things that I went through. He didn't.
Oh.
I was just on. I wanted him to have a better life to me, and he does. My grandchildren, my grandsons are, and my daughters are living an amazing life.
Oh. And that's
Healthy.
that's because of the choice you made that day coming back in. That okay.
I told them that's it. I'm done. I got a son. You know what I mean? Like I'm a grown. I felt, I always, how when you're a child you want to feel grown, but hold on,
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that, man.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm pressing the right button. I ain't tech savvy this morning. I'm still waking up.
That's right.
But yeah, and so at that time I just didn't want him to go through it. And I'm like, honestly, I just felt like our parents, because they didn't have the knowledge, he didn't know how to protect me. My dad was like everybody's big brother or an example, like an uncle, because he had fast cars. My dad had flashy cars, nice paint jobs. He painted his own cars like pearl. He's a car guy.
Mm.
And so somebody's gonna wipe his car off every day before he leaves. I'm talking about every day he's gonna wipe that car off. And it attracted all of the older guys from my neighborhood. But yeah, when I went back, I knew I had the responsibility. And but he didn't understand what was happening when the gangs came in. And most of the parents didn't. They didn't understand what was happening. And I just always felt like because I had been in life, my son would never go through it. And so I just made a choice. Like, I know how close I came to throwing my life away, And so I just never wanted that for him. And it was everything I needed in terms of a good reason to change my life, a good reason to tell my neighborhood and my homies that, if you can't accept this, then I don't know what to tell you.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of Halftime Chat. Please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. But most importantly, why don't you become a member of Halftime Chat? We've got amazing videos, amazing perks, and being able to support the channel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.
I never participated in that kind.
And somewhere in between
us for even loving us, on which I didn't miss you with.
What was it like growing up?
She's still making an impact on 4 houses down.
I have a couple pieces.
trying to get this one and that one.
That works for you, but just for me,
No. Okay, you okay?
They don't understand what Jonas boys and men and all spirits.
Play it.
I mean, I love all different genres.